Good morning, OTT Sports Network, back on the air with you. It's Sunday, it's 8 a.m., at least where we are. It might be a lot earlier, a lot later where you're at. Thanks for getting up with us. We are set to take on the Ogden Jr Mustangs. They are hailing out of Utah, not Idaho, like I said on the Facebook post last night. But you know what? Idaho, Utah, it's all east of the airport at some point. We are here, Ice Ranch in Littleton, Colorado. This one, I can't even hype it up. It means nothing. It's for fun. This doesn't go against the standings. We don't get to go on to a championship for this, but we do get to go home in time because it's a big day today all across the U.S. and across the world. It is the Superior Bowling League Championship.
I got big money on Pete Weber.
Pete Weber, that's Sean Stewart alongside me. I'm Harry Haviland. We're here with you. Waking up on a Sunday. 1, 2, 3 Warriors, here they go. Only missing one player today, Finn Stewart, out of town. Grandma's birthday, happy 80th. Big shout out into the mountains. But that does not stop Sean from showing up here. He got up at 2 a.m. just to make sure he could be here at this game today.
I had to get game notes going, Trevor. Did a lot of research on this team.
First period brought to you by McGowan's Bar and Grill. Bloody Marys for breakfast here at the Ice Ranch. It is delicious. It's awesome. 14:01 on the clock. We're going by the rule books today, and we're about to get underway as the goaltenders get fixed up here. Jack Graham going to be back in net today for your Warriors. Bodine, Haviland, and Castillo out there with DeLue and McGowan just started this one. Castillo forcing his way in quickly, takes a quick shot, wide open rebound there. Haviland couldn't get on top of it. Mustangs coming out, broken up by Bodine, spun by Haviland, and then picked right back up by the Mustangs coming across the blue line. Working their way into the offensive zone, McGowan to pick it up. Gets held up, still has it on his backhand. McGowan skating his way through, breaks away from a couple of defenders. Working through center ice, gaining the offensive zone. McGowan still with it. A shot, another pad save, kicked out to the same spot with Castillo picking up the rebound, and then Haviland getting the tip. Oh, we go. 1-0, just like that. 13:20 left in the first period. Castillo out to Haviland, who tips that one in after McGowan forces his way up furiously on the right wing.
Glad to see him get one. He's been due.
That Haviland kid.
Yep.
I guess he doesn't have to walk home today. He's earning it. Mixing the lines up a little bit here. I'm confused. We got Lauber and Kolchevsky out. Are we missing a D that I can't see? Annie must not be here.
No, she's here. I saw her.
Annie's here? Okay. I'm trying to figure out, but maybe they're just making some changes here, but the play is going on deep in the Mustang zone. Popovic pushing his way back for Det behind the net now. Trying to get that stick lift, and the Mustangs put it up off the boards. Working their way out on the breakout. Popovic steals it away for Det with it. Fredette can't get through the skates of the defender in the red jersey from Ogden, Utah, but Foster finds it. Takes a shot, that one's deflected up into the mesh and out of play. There we go with 12:35 left to go in the first period. It's 1-0 for your Warriors. Early morning shout out to Laura Lee Sutherland and Tom Haviland, who I've been chatting with this morning. They're an hour behind us even, and they are up and watching this game. That's some dedication. I didn't even want to get out of bed to come call the game. Cannonberg at the point. Another tip there. And Bevan, who is on the ice, I guess they're just mixing up some D pairings here. Fighting in there is Castillo. Held in by Manic. Cole up off the boards. Weber now behind the net. Can't center that one. Manic in to help him out. Banging for it. Out to the point to Cannonberg. A shot to Castillo, and he can't find the inside of the net. Centering. And another one just off the side. Weber keeping it in as the Mustangs are feeling the pressure here. Weber off his backhand. And then the Ogden Mustangs clear the zone. Canterbury holding it right at the blue line. They clear the zone, go back in onside. Trying to keep my head out of the camera view here. Canterbury fights his way in towards the front. Off the side of the net and then back out. Backhanded in. Bevan wards the. Whoa. Look, I was watching that hit coming. It came, but it got reversed the other way. Weaver punching it back into the corner. Castillo trying to lift the stick, then pushing the player up against the boards. The Mustangs find the loose rubber and work their way through neutral territory. Here come the Mustangs into the Warriors zone. They put it behind the boards, and there's McGowan out there. Now I'm familiar with this. McGowan and Bevan together on D. Can't clear it out. Feeds a pizza up the center of the ice. They get a shot off, and Jack Graham comes across, sliding, getting a glove on it, keeping it a 1-0 game with 10:48 left to go.
If you noticed, I put the
Take
score
that
up.
big, take that big thing off the screen. The score's up, but we didn't take that big thing off the screen.
Oh.
Now it's off. OTT text line hitting us up early in the morning, telling us how to do our jobs, and we appreciate you. McGowan up the boards to Haviland. Off the boards, and then Haviland tipping it up. Foster and Bodine out there with him. Haviland on the forecheck, stealing this one away. Haviland backhands that one over to Bodine, who can't get his stick on it. Kicked out to the side. Up through center, Mustangs. Haviland coming back onto the play, taking that puck away. DeLue now finds his way through across the blue line, dumping it in deep. Haviland all over this puck. Who fed that kid sausage and pancakes this morning? Shout out to that wonderful parent. DeLue at the blue line, gets it off. Bodine can't hold it, but they get back on side. Now they fight for it at center ice. Mustangs drop it back out to center. Gets through Haviland on that one. Now Foster pestering from behind as the Mustangs walk in. McGowan and Foster run into each other, and then that one goes up and over the crossbar. Held in at the point by the Mustangs. Come in and take a shot. A couple of tips. Finding it's McGowan, feeding it up to Haviland. Tips it through Foster and Bodine. They're all three going off for a change. Ooh. Having a rush off the bench there. Lauber gets a stick on it, and then Popovic goes down. Castillo in on a break here. Castillo takes a shot, puts it right on the X of the goalie's chest. And a save's made there by the Mustangs. They're going to call icing on this one as it fires down the clean sheet of ice. 9:10 left to go. Still 1-0 here. Live at the Edge Ice Arena. Harry Haviland and Sean Stewart with you, the OTT Sports Network, bringing it to you Sunday morning, Superior Bowling League Day. Castillo winning that one back to Kolchevsky, feeding it across to Lauber at the point with a shot right in, and the goalie finds it hanging on. Castillo's looking for a rebound. Look, a little bit of pushing and shoving in front, saying their good mornings to each other, Popovic and a couple of Mustangs players. I kind of feel bad. These guys are staying at the Tech Center. They had to drive to NoCo yesterday to play, down to Ice Ranch today. They're all over the map. Welcome to Colorado. That's going to be offside as it comes in across the blue line just behind the player that dumped it. I don't even know how that happens. I'm not even mad. I'm kind of impressed. Won by the Mustangs, but held on to by Popovic. Castillo can't tip it up. Pop trying to feed him. Mustangs coming across, take a shot in. Jack Graham with a save into the corner. Lauber going after it. He's pinned up against the boards between two players. Kolchevsky still in that one in front. Right back to the Mustang player who kicks it off the side of the net. They try and get another shot off. Puck still loose. Reaching for it. Kolchevsky coming up with the block. And it comes out to Fredette. He's at center ice. Coming across with the Castillo. Eli Fredette stops, turns around, takes a shot into the player's shin pads. And now the Mustangs 2-on-2 the other way. The shot goes wide. Bevan and Castillo fighting. Centering pass in front. Cannonberg. Oh, he took that one up off the glove or off the groin, something. He's looking like he's in a little bit of pain. He shakes it off as Castillo comes the other way. Onto his backhand. Oh, and he flips one backhand shelf just underneath the crossbar. Oh, and Castillo finding a way to put it home. It's 2-0 now. And Sean's got it up on the board. Oh, my. What did we do?
I went to press the button. And
done? What does done do? Okay, there we go. Now he's going to push the button. It's coming up. Little technology miscue there. But hopefully we don't have a big one like we did yesterday where we had to shut the game off, or 2 days ago. I keep thinking that today was, or that yesterday was today, or I keep, yeah.
It's Sunday, Trevor.
It's Sunday.
Sunday.
Our last game was on Friday. It's Sunday, live at the Ice Ranch. Oh, stepping off there just in time so there was no too many men call, and now the Mustangs have it in their own zone. Putting it up off the boards. Cannonberg stepping in, putting it right back in behind to Manick. Manick pestering behind the net. Gets shoved off that one as they hang on. The Mustangs back the other corner. Cannonberg stepping in deep. He's backed up there at the point and then hammered down by Foster. Back to Cannonberg. Shot on net. The goalie makes a save. Rebound comes loose right out to the point. Weber spins into the corner. Manick going to pick it up. Bounces over his blade, but Foster finds the loose rubber. Out to the point to Bevan off of her skates. Bevan with the shot. Oh, that one was off a couple of players and into the corner. Mustangs find a way to get it out of their own zone. They're racing back. Weber with an unbelievable defensive effort there, coming back, stealing that one away, getting it up to Manick. They push that up the boards, and Foster jumps over it as he goes out to the bench, and fresh legs are out there for your Warriors. That's going to be offside as the Mustangs come in a little bit early. I heard something about brass monkey. I love it.
Yeah.
That funky monkey.
Could go for one of those this morning.
Rocking us here as Castillo wants another shot at the action. Comes down the left wing. Castillo towards the front. Oh! Gets it over to Haviland, who couldn't find a way to lift it over the goalie's pads. Both those players looking for another one. They come in, but the goalie makes a save here, forcing another whistle. 6:06, only 6:06 left to go in this first period. Are they playing like slow time?
It's that extra second it gets you every time.
That extra second, the 14:01 period. Seems like forever. Castillo in the corner. Has Haviland in front. Castillo comes in, rips that one high up off the glass. Haviland against the boards to Castillo. My big head's in the way as I'm trying to see.
You were just barely in the frame.
DeLue fires one in. Beaudain's in the corner for it. Castillo comes in, helping out with the body. Beaudain fighting against the boards and kept in at the blue line, but then right out by the Mustangs. Haviland gets a blade on that one on the back check. Back up to Castillo, coming in on the right wing. Into the front, through the crease, into Beaudain in the corner. They can't decide who wants to take it, so they politely give it to the Mustangs player. And then Haviland turns, shoots. Oh, glove saved by the goaltender as Haviland found the loose puck in the slot. Firing one into the trapper, but he closes up on that one, keeping it 2-0 here with 5:09 now left to go in the first period.
Seems like the ice is tilted a little bit.
It is, but I said that on, I wanted to say yesterday, I said that on Friday, or Wednesday, or last October, or whatever it was. And then it started to go the other way, and we all know the outcome of that, which puts us here this morning in this exhibition bout instead of in the finals. Up to Fredette. He's there with Foster. Fredette can't skate around the player in red. The Mustangs aren't giving up on this. As Sean says, the ice was tilted. They come in, take a shot, and put it wide. Down below us, Fredette tips it out. Mustangs collect it center ice, hard up off the boards, intercepted by Eli. Up to Popovic, dances around, loses control, gives it to Foster. Oh, Foster with the dirty dangle.
Man.
The goalie is still trying to shake his head and figure out where that puck's going. It was up over his shoulder. Foster finds a way to put that one home. It is now a 3-0 game here in the first period.
Some really nice puck speed put in the back of the net.
That was. I like to see it. Mustangs controlling their own side, trying to figure out how to get this out of the zone. Popovic's in there teaching them how not to, and then they put it to the center. They finally find a way up out to the wing. Kolcheski at the blue line, slowing them up, and then back out and lobber over to the far side, but the Mustangs keep that one in deep as they chase it down. Kolcheski behind his own net for it, flipping it over to Popovic on the far side. Nice feed out to Fredette. Eli Fredette coming in. Foster goes off for a change. Fredette's on his own on this one, 1-on-4, as he decides to take it in wide, waiting for some players to come join him. Putting it behind the net and over into the far corner. Now Manic and Castillo out with him. Out to the point. Cannonberg spins, fires it in. Manic going behind the net. Out to Weber. Up off the boards. That's going to be offside, but it's kicked in by the Warriors, so that's not going to be offside. Cannonberg trying not to get his pocket picked as he works his way into the corner. Gets out-angled on that puck, and then Castillo's behind the net with it. Cannonberg coming back for redemption. He feeds it over to Manic in the corner. Has Weber up ahead of him. Weber tips that one off of his skates. It's going to go all the way down the ice. Doesn't matter how fast Castillo stays for it. It's going to cross the red line with 3 minutes exactly left to go in this first period clock. All the way back down into the Warriors zone for a face-off. Tune's going now, getting us all pumped up. The fans are all dancing in the stands and going crazy. I can't believe everybody has this much energy for a Sunday morning. Bevan can't clear the zone. The Mustangs dump that one into the corner for Cannonberg. Cannonberg taking his player down, giving it to Castillo, up to Weber. Weber back up with a little bit of sauce action, bounces across to Manic to Castillo, to the shot and a pad save. Mustang goalie coming up big. Weber into the corner, gets out muscled there, and then the Mustangs come out of their own zone. Tipping it ahead, 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Annie Bevan pushing them to the corner. Players come back to help her out. Great defensive effort there. As Cole takes a stick off the face, but then Castillo feeds it out to the blue line, not out. Bevan with the, big save there by Graham. Showing that yoga pays off as he stretches across the crease to get his pad on that one. Here it comes out of the zone. Mustangs resetting at center ice. Making the pass right back up. Stolen away by Bodine. He turns and dumps it out and chasing this one down the ice. Rest of the Warriors, no. Okay, no icing.
All right, we're going back to that rule.
The ref's got a happy hour he's got to get to. Oh, wow, Bodine with a one touch over to Foster, who drops it to Haviland, who steps inside the blue line, has his shot deflected into the corner. McGowan in deep. Shot onto the goaltender, another save. Foster tipping it back out to Haviland, who's trying to keep this one in. Back over to Foster, goes around. Foster gets knocked down, but the puck's in deep as Bodine gets a stick on it. Mustangs behind the net, making the pass over. Oh, sharp angled shot there. Doesn't go in, but they were looking for it. My phone is going crazy this morning. How many people are awake at this ungodly hour?
All of them.
Everybody. Everybody's up. It's OTT Sports Network time. You're Arapahoe PWA. Maybe you're taking on the Ogden Jr Mustangs that are not from Idaho, apparently. That's Utah. DeLue at the point. Gets it knocked off. Now he's racing backwards. Oh, Crew DeLue getting back on the play. And the Mustangs dump it all the way out. They keep it onside. And a shot comes in. Graham steering that one over to the side with 37 seconds left to go here in the first period. Mustangs with a final push here. And then McGowan shoving him up against DeLue. Up the boards to Haviland. He forces that one up, but there's still some time on the clock here as the Mustangs spin it back into the Warriors zone. Kolchevsky back on D. Off the boards over to Lauber. Up but not clear. Oh, Castillo takes it. He's got 14 seconds. Oh, Castillo coming in on a breakaway. Comes around and finds a way to put his second goal in of the period. Only 8 seconds left to go on the clock. It's a 4-0 tilt for your Warriors. Castillo, Fredette, and Popovic winning it cleanly back to Kolchevsky over to Lauber. He's going to put that one up to Popovic, who puts it off the boards. Castillo can't get a shot off. The Mustangs take it away. That buzzer signals the end of the first period. They're going to skate to their benches and discuss it with the coaches. It's a 4-0 lead for your Warriors over the Ogden Jr Mustangs on this beautiful Sunday morning.
All right, before I mess it up, you want to change
Oh, we're going to change the period? Oh, look at Sean's getting on top of this. Edit. Period. And done.
Yeah,
look at that.
look at us
4-0
go.
up on the clock, or up on the scoreboard. Second period. We're on top of this.
The team looks good. The production staff is doing their job.
I don't know what else anybody could ask for.
No. A win would be nice.
A win would be great. I mean, they are looking a lot better than they were on Friday, but I'm not taking anything away from this Mustangs team, but we
Yeah.
played a lot tougher team in Colorado Springs when we did take the ice Friday. Mustangs traveling all the way here from Oregon, Utah. Idaho. It's all east of the airport, folks. It's all east of the airport. It all comes back to one point at some time. Manic, Weber, and Castillo getting a start here. Lauber and Kolchevsky on D. Flipping sides, and maybe we get to watch some offensive action here right below the press box with Weber coming in. Oh, just off his backhand. Stolen away there, but he gets it right back. Lauber working his way in off the blue line, hammered up off the boards by the Mustangs. Lauber still keeping it in. That one's tipped out to the point. Weber holding the blue line, takes a shot in. Oh, rebound loose. The goalie couldn't hang on to it. Right back over to Manic. Cole trying to find Owen behind the net. Weber has it off the side of the net. Great little sneaky pass there by him. Oh, almost deflected in as Castillo's trying to feed it towards the front of the net. Net's off. Net's off. Net's off. Net's off. But they're going to keep it going. Net's off. All the way out. Lauber's going to come back in and pick it up. The ref's not going to blow the whistle. He's just going to go back and put the net in its proper placement. Can't find it out of the zone. Mustangs keep it in. Tipped up to Castillo. Dances around one. Still has a couple of beat as he works his way in. Power towards the front of the net. Gets a stick on stick there and gets it taken away. Mustangs can't get it out. Bevan holding it in strong at the blue line. Castillo into the corner. Around the backboards by the Mustangs. Haviland with the pressure and the steal. Haviland goes around off the backboard. Self-pass. Centering. Oh, right out to Cannonberg. Taking the shot. Somebody tied him up. He didn't get all the muscle behind it that he wanted. And then that one sneaks across the blue line as Bevan collects and flips it up. The Mustangs have it. Oh, trying to get fancy, but that one's going to be offside with this long change second period. as the players are coming off the bench. 12:08 left to go. That first minute and 52 seconds of this period felt faster than the entire first period. Well, it was, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? It's early. Bevan in front for the Mustangs, and then Canterbury knocks it away. The Mustangs find it right back. Ogden out to the point, clap one in. That's blocked by Canterbury. He feeds that out to Bodine. Barrett Bodine racing through center ice, up off the boards. Barrett takes his player down, out to Haviland, who gets a shot off. Pad saved by the goaler, and Foster goes into the corner. Foster keeping at his player. They put it out to the blue line, and the Mustangs coming through center. Mustangs still have it at center ice. They walk into the offensive zone, up against the boards, back to the blue line and held in. Shot there. Oh, Jack stretching for it. It goes off the post. Giving him a hand on that one. Centering in front, and the Mustangs come back here. They find a way to get a goal, putting it in front. Nothing that Bevan or Graham could have done about that. Making it a 4-1 game here with 11:21 left to go. Let's not talk about tilted ice. Let's talk about keeping it going.
Clearing out that crease.
Burdette fighting in front of his own bench. Kicks that one up to Castillo. He has Popovic going towards the net. Dumps it back to him. Popovic with the shot. Oh, goalie just fell in time on that one. Barely holding on under his pad, but he manages to do so, and it's still a 4-1 game with Popovic coming in and blasting a laser at him. Castillo at the dot. One back by the Mustangs. Off the boards, and a Mustang's trying to clear this one. Stepping around, a pinching Delu. They put it across the ice just behind the player, but they still pick it up off the boards. Angled off there by Castillo, and then stolen away by the stick of Castillo. Popovic has it, stick handling his way through. Pop still has it, feeds it up to Castillo. Castillo can't get through. Doesn't even get a shot off there. Fredette trying to hold it into the blue line, and the Mustangs come all the way out. Back over. Mustangs trying to stick handle their way through center ice. Over to Delu. Up to Castillo. Can't work his way through. Fredette trying to bang his way in. Delu and Popovic there. Back over to Popovic. Up to Fredette. Fredette gets taken down. They're going to call a penalty on that one. And your Warriors are going to get a chance here with a 5-on-4. Looking to capitalize and gain their 4-goal lead back. They send out the #1 power play unit here. Foster, Manick, and Weber. Lauber and Kolchevsky on a point. Foster getting tangled up behind the net. Taken away by the Mustangs. High up off the net. If this was the NHL, that would be a penalty. But guess what, folks? This ain't the NHL. They don't play at 8 o'clock in the morning down at the Ice Ranch in Littleton, Colorado. And they've got way worse announcers than you guys do. Kolchevsky keeping that in at the point. Behind the net is Foster, up over to Manick. Manick centers that. Oh, and it's right to the Mustangs player, who dumps it all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call brought back down into the Mustang zone with 9:45 left on the second period clock. Are you doing anything for Super Bowl today, Sean?
No, I'm going to do some drywall.
That's exciting.
It's not exciting.
Lauber keeping this in at the blue line. Oh, and the Mustangs now shorthanded, trying to work their way out. Lauber keeping it in. Lauber bouncing it off the body and then chasing it down into the offensive zone. 46 seconds left to go. in this power play for the Mustangs. Lauber, excellent work there, kicking it back to Foster. He can't stick handle his way through. Oh, my goodness.
Man.
Wow. I don't even want to say that was an on-purpose give and go, but it was a give and go right to the back of the net. Foster tallying his second now. And they reclaim that 4-1 or 4-goal lead, 5-1 total, with a power play goal. Castillo back out there. Him and Foster sharing centerman duties today. And trying to keep their energy up, but the Mustangs find the energy to get in wide on that one. They put it through the crease. Off the boards, Castillo, Cannonberg. Behind the net is the Mustangs. Cannonberg harassing him to the point that he gives a puck up to him. They kick it out, but not clear. Castillo tips it. Then off the boards, past Bodine. Back to the Mustangs, dancing through the circle. Still have it, get a shot off. Ooh. Graham flashes the pad. Bevan up to Bodine. Bodine feeds it to Castillo. Castillo has Haviland, puts it off his skates. They're gonna say no icing on that as Haviland goes racing into the offensive zone for it. Going in against a player, left there for Castillo, centering to Bodine. The shot, oh! Bodine can't find a way to get past the goalie who came across and angled him out of it. Excellent look there by Castillo to the front. Sending our sympathies to Brian Bodine, who's at home with the sniffles.
Oh.
He's not feeling so well this morning.
He could have taken a BC headache powder and gotten here in time.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but he's just missing out on the McGowan Bloody Mary bar. Cannonberg up to Bodine. Cannonberg still back to Bodine. Up to Mustangs now. Lift the stick of Cannonberg. Player goes down. They're calling for a penalty. They're not going to get it. Bevan has it behind the net. Up to Castillo. Gets stood up at the blue line, and the Mustangs come through. Get around a couple of defenders, and then put one up over Prokop? When did that happen?
I guess just a minute ago.
They must have switched goalies halfway through this game. Okay, I didn't see that.
I didn't notice it.
Must
either.
not have been paying attention, but hey, the Mustangs get another one here. 5-2 is the score. 7:44 left to go in the second period. They split duties on Friday. They're going to split them again here today, I suppose. And the Mustangs collect off the face-off, working their way into the Warriors' end. With some speed behind the net, Mustangs finding another gear here as the second period is almost halfway through. Out to the point, a clapper, a blast. Prokop saw it coming. He stops that one, hands it off to the ref, and he's going to be getting ready for a face-off over his right shoulder pad. Foster for the draw. Wins it back. Delu, backhand behind the net to Popovic. Ooh. Stolen at the blue line by the Mustangs. Bouncing puck in on Simon Prokop, who gloves that one down, hanging on for a whistle. I don't know if it's just me not paying attention, but it seems like there's been way too much play down there, and Prokop's seeing too many shots. Now that Prokop's in the net, what I was going to say is I wasn't paying attention, obviously, because I didn't know the goaltender was changed. But it has happened, and now the Warriors are trying to find a way to get it out of their end. Castillo has it, can't stick handle his way through center ice. Right back up there by the Mustangs into the offensive end. Delu and Castillo can't feed it out. Back over to Delu. Again to Castillo, still can't get it out. Defenseman's holding his blue line. Now Popovic takes it away. Popovic gets high stick there, but he still has a delayed penalty on the way. Popovic, oh! And then he gets taken on front. There should be 2 penalties against Popovic there. That shot comes in. Pop looking for the tip. Foster still has it. Centering. It's loose. Pop can't get the shot up. Fredette now behind there. Delayed penalty still on with Prokop in the net. We've got 6 players on the ice. Comes all the way out of the zone here. They're going to try and regroup and reset. McGowan now picking it up inside the neutral zone. McGowan still circling. 6 on 4. McGowan, here he comes. McGowan with Pop in front. McGowan centering to Popovic, who started this entire melee, and he still has it behind the net. Fredette now taking this away. That was a long time without the Mustangs touching the puck. They tag up on it, and they're going to go sit in the sin bin for a couple of minutes. And your Warriors going back on the power play. They capitalized on the first one, seeing what they can do here on the next. The Mustangs players dancing on the bench, pumping it up a little bit. Number 1 power play unit out on the ice. Castillo, Manic, Weber. Shot towards the net, goalie hangs on there. McGowan and DeLue at the blue line. Into it, Castillo back to the point. DeLue with the shot, Manic finding a tip, but that one goes wide. Castillo's now in the corner, up the boards. Calling for it there, DeLue gets it from Weber, shot in front, oh! Manic trying to find it. The goalie found it first. Keeping this a 3-goal game. 5:43 left to go here on the OTT Sportsnet broadcast. Sunday morning from Edge Ice Arena. Your Warriors are up 5-2 over the Ogden Mustangs. Shot going wide. Mustangs with his chin strap undone. That should be another penalty. Weaver with it in his own end. Weber coming up. All the way through. Weber looking to go end to end. Into center, Manic with the shot. Oh, the goalie finds it and hangs on. Good look there by Weber. He got on his horse, whipped it all the way down. And they just come up empty. There's the goalie comes up big one more time. 40 seconds left to go in this power play opportunity for the Warriors. 5:13 left on the clock in the second period. Now it's going slower. Not as fast as that first minute and 46 seconds was.
It's that last 6 minutes.
It's always the last 6 minutes. Foster battling for it. Taking this one out of the zone, or trying to. Kolchevsky steps in. Back out. That's going to be a high stick. Tap down as Foster tags up on it. Going to take this face-off into the Warriors' end. They still have a man advantage for the next 26 seconds, seeing what they can do with it, but they've got to come 200 feet the other way as they're all the way back in the defensive zone for this draw off the high stick call. Lauber controlling, looking up ice, gives it to Foster, breaking out. Foster across to Bodine, kicks it off his stick, and they called that. Yeah, that was definitely an offside. Bodine hard against the boards. Bodine goes and takes him back. That's going to be a retaliation call.
Uh-oh.
Bodine gets taken out, didn't like the call, goes right at the player, gives him a rough, and that absolute goon of a kid, Barrett Bodine, go to the box. Oh, they're giving them both? Oh, they're giving him both penalties. He takes him with him. No, he doesn't. He thought he had one. No, he's not. Just the player thought he was going. He's like, well, if I'm going up against that monster in Bodine, I must have been tough enough to take a penalty too. The ref goes, no, you got knocked down, and you're going to go to a 4-on-4 situation here for the next 0 seconds, and now it's 5-on-4. Man advantage for the Mustangs here as Foster tips it up but can't get through. Looking for the shorthanded break. Now he's on the back check. Kolchevsky clearing the zone. Mustangs getting ready for it at center ice. Flip that one up all the way down. That should be an icing, but it's not. It's waved off. Lauber behind his end. Leaves that one for Haviland, who comes back in to pick it up. Haviland passing that one up. Foster, sorry. Bodine's in the box. Haviland chasing it down. Putting the shorthanded pressure on here, but the Mustangs reverse. Coming through, dances past Lauber. They get a shot off. Oh, defensive play there, breaking that one up. They don't get the shot, but the Mustangs still controlling behind the Warriors' end. Mustangs do finally get the shot off. Prokop sees it, hangs on to it, and we're going to have another face-off here in the Warriors' end. 32 seconds left to kill off this penalty. 3:37 left to go in the second period. Penalty kill out there with Cannonberg. Off the boards and out, right out to center ice. Picked up by Weber, who turns, dumps that one in. Popovic chasing it back as Weber peels off, recognizing that they're still on a man disadvantage. Goes past Bevan and the Mustangs come out. Working their way in, steered to the side by Cannonberg. They can't get a good angle on that shot, so he runs into the ref instead. Now Cannonberg comes in to take that puck away. He's holding it up against the boards, kicks it into the corner. Players out of the box. They successfully kill that one off with Cannonberg putting it up to Weber, who just tips it right over to the Mustangs. Unable to steal. That was Fredette at the blue line. He comes back to Cannonberg, up to Fredette, no. They dump that one in offside. It's going to be the whistle. Ooh. It's a lot of talking for a Sunday morning. Center ice action here with the intentional offside call by the ref. Won by the Mustangs. Dumped back into center. Flipped in. Cannonberg gloves it down, has it on his blade. Can't get it clear of the zone. Popovic does. Pop going after it. They spin into center ice. Fredette steals it from him. Eli Fredette working his way up the right wing boards. Fredette still has it. Gets bumped off the front side of that puck. Out to the point of Cannonberg, right below us. Dumps that one in deep again for Pop. They're playing pass with it. Weber intercepts. All the way around the far side. Fredette again with another chance. Can't sneak it past the player who puts it up off the boards and out. Spinning down, Cannonberg's got a race. Mustangs player getting in front of him. Oh, Cannonberg gets a stick on it, unable to get the shot off, and still loose in front. Out to the point, and the Mustangs with a shot. Blocked there by Cannonberg, picked up by Bevan. Flips that across the ice out of Fredette's reach, but they can race for it. Fredette going in with Weber. Off the boards. Over to Popovic. Pop controls in the corner. Trying to bank that one off the back of the goalie's legs. It goes off the net, and he picks up his own loose puck. Dropping that one for McGowan. McGowan skating in. Oh, my! Wow!
Beauty!
Picking the corner there. McGowan stepping in from the blue line. Finding the top corner there. Putting it back to the 4-goal lead they've been used to. It's 6-2. That was a great shot.
That was beautiful.
I mean, it sounds easy. I saw the corner from here, but not saying I could have put the puck there. But Graham's got a lot more skill than I do when it comes to hockey. He manages to do so, and your Warriors on top, 6-2 with 1:14 left to go in the second period. Out to the point, Duluth holding it in, backhands into the corner. Castillo can't take it. They put it around Haviland. To the point for McGowan. Tipping that one into Castillo in the corner. He lets it go for Haviland, who puts it back to Castillo. Owen can't find his way out of the corner. The Mustangs take it away, and then he strips it from him. Haviland, trying to go around the player. He messes that one up, and it leads to a 3-on-2 the other way. Mustangs coming in. Duluth pushing him wide. Shot in. Prokop, loose puck, and it goes in. Oh, my. Stop the clock, and wow.
Yes.
Haviland hanging his head there as his play here caused that turnaround. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not a coach. I can't shame Haviland for that.
Sure you can. You get dibs.
He's going to make me walk home if I say anything. They're going to stay out here. Haviland Sticking with Castillo and Bodine, Kolcheski and Lauber on the point. And we're back to that 3-goal lead. Mustangs take it away. What is that? A hook against the Warriors? Who's getting the hook? Even the players don't know who's getting the hook. Haviland's getting a penalty? I didn't see that. But now he's back to walking home, not me.
Yes. Well, that's
I
the
want
thing.
to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
The replay?
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask the truck to spin us a replay on that one. I didn't see a hook, but the ref did, and he has more authority than I do, believe it or not. The Warriors now killing off a penalty in front. Castillo working his way up shorthanded. He's got Bodine with him. 10 seconds left to go on the clock here. Castillo. Oh, Castillo sneaks it home. I believe that is a hattie for him, and that one comes shorthanded. 7.3 left. And they get the 4-goal lead back with Castillo's hat trick. He goes by the bench, taps the glass in the penalty box and says, hey, Javi, I got you in there, don't worry. You go ahead and hook away. I'm just gonna score shorthanded. One back to Kolcheski. Backhands into center ice, bringing the clock to 0. 7-3 lead now. It was 4-0 after the first and 7-3 after the second, and this has been the longest 2 periods of hockey in my life.
A lot of action that period.
There was 7 goals scored in that period. That's pretty impressive no matter who you are.
That's a goal every 2 minutes, by my math.
Well, did you count for the 0-1?
It's hard to get a half a second back.
What's 1 second divided by 7?
No, I'm good.
Still doing good. Thank you. We got unbelievable bar service here at the Ice Ranch early in the morning.
Dave makes a nice Bloody Mary.
That's rather tasty, I'm not gonna lie.
Wish mine had an olive.
Oh, you didn't get an olive?
I didn't get an
Oh,
olive.
what?
Or a lime.
I had pickle, olive, lime, a slice of bacon, and a cheeseburger with mine. Still on the penalty kill here. Third period action at the Ice Ranch, brought to you by RJ Hose. Ryan and John, 2 of the best hose experts in the world. If you need work with your hose, if you don't like the length of your hose, if you want a little bit thicker of a hose, these are the guys that can help you out. High pressure, low pressure, they handle all hoses. RJ Hose for all your hose needs. Weber, Lauber, Panic, and Kolcheski set to start this one shorthanded against the 5 Mustangs on the ice.
I had my hose worked on just the other day by RJ.
They do a great job, don't they? Lauber, shorthanded up to Weber, crossing the center line and works his way into the offensive zone. Luke Weber with a shot, and oh, the save by the goaltender. Weber still has it, picks up his rebound behind the net. Centering to Manic, who can't find the 1-T. Kolcheski holding it into the blue line, dumping it in deep. Mustangs taking it away. Now working their way up at the man advantage. Tipped right up there, coming across, and whistle blows. As that's going to be an offside with a great defensive effort there. Was that Lauber that came across?
Yeah.
Great job, Jacob Lauber. Kannenberg and Bevan are going to relieve them of their duties as Kolcheski and Lauber skate to the bench after a hard-fought start to this period. Kannenberg back to Bevan. Up to Manic, just out of his reach. Pushed up against the boards and taken down. No call on that play, but killing some time off the clock with just 9 seconds left to go, and Haviland's penalty. Out of the zone, back to Kannenberg. Off the boards. Feeding it to Weber. Dumps that one in, picked up by the Mustangs. Cleared out to center ice. They can't feed it up as Manic loses his stick in the block. Bevan dumping this one in. Popovic's coming at it, but the goalie's going to hang on as he doesn't like the look on Pop's face as he comes racing in to try and find a loose puck. Well, if this doesn't get you pumped up, what does? A little bit of eye of the tire coming at you. Burdette into the corner. Through, centering, and cleared. Bevan being chased down, but she's going to get to this puck in her own end. Annie Bevan behind the net. Up to Fredette, has Popovic and Foster ahead of him. Gives it up to Foster. Centering, oh wow, Popovic stretching out, trying to tip that one in. Great look there. Foster back to Fredette. Shot blocked. Mustangs the opposite direction, coming down the ice. Bevan picks up a rolling puck, settles it down. Now she's playing cat and mouse in the corner, back over to Cannonberg. Flips that one up all the way to Fredette, who finds Popovic, and he's been all over the ice today. He gets a chance and can't get the shot all the way through. It's deflected. Pop has been getting his chances, just can't find a way to put one in today. Not yet anyways, there's still 47 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in this third period by my internal clock. That's 11:36 for the rest of you common folk. It's a 7-3 game. Your Warriors up on the Ogden Mustangs on the OTT Sports Network. Oh. Castillo all the way back out to the point. McGowan shoots one, it's deflected in front. Haviland turns, fires a rebound in, and a goalie covers up on it. As he's wiping the hair out of his eyes. Somebody get that kid a haircut.
You know, Trevor, I've been up to date on the score, but we forgot to change the period again.
Oh, well. The fans are going to have to live with it. It's actually the third period. It might still feel like the second. It is the third no matter what. It's 7-3. Bodine to Haviland, who gets tangled up there and loses the puck. McGowan trying to step in there. Oh, Bodine from behind. That's boarding if you ever want to see boarding. Right in the numbers, shoved into the bench. Are they going to give him 2 and 10 there? Or are they going to... Just a cross-check, 2 minutes for cross-checking. 11 minutes on the board. Barrett goes to the bench, a little bit shaken up, but he's going to be all right. And the Warriors with a power play here.
I think he just got the wind knocked out of him.
Could be.
Shaking it off over there.
Shake It Off. Speaking of Shake It Off, isn't that a Taylor Swift song? She's playing in the Superior Bowling League Championship today, I believe.
They're also sponsored by RJ's House Emporium.
All the way up to Manic, who finds a loose puck. In the corner. Oh, and then taken away. DeLue keeps that in. That was offside. The ref waves it as not offside, but held in at the point. Backhanded over to the corner. Weber can't control it. McGowan tries to step in on it. The Mustangs come the other way. McGowan back up to Weber, flipping it in. Weber chasing it, and the Mustangs kick it up to Manic, who dumps that one in deep. Weber's going to give chase. Foster on the other side now, stepping his way into the corner. That one clears the zone, and Lauber's with it. Lauber trying to pass off the defender's shin pad. It doesn't work. Now Foster, 22 seconds left to go. Trying to figure a way to get going on this power play. Lauber with it, off the boards, stolen away, shorthanded look here, but Lauber takes it right back. Kolchevsky now. Up the far side to Weber. Weber gives it to Manick, who just lets it go under his stick because he likes a challenge. And he challenges his way right into the offensive zone, kicking it into the corner, and then it's picked up by the Mustangs. Off the boards, and sneaks past Lauber, back to Weber. And that one goes in, just a bit offside. As we continue to wind down here at 7-3, 9:19 left to go in the third. Harry Haviland and Sean Stewart with you on the OTT Sports Network. Everybody who's gotten up across the globe on this Sunday morning, we appreciate you. The kids appreciate you. Your support is always favored. One back by the Mustangs, and they come out of the zone. Kolcheski looking for Fredette, gets it to him. Eli Fredette up around, still hanging on to this. Couple players to the front, tries to center, it's off the defender's skates. Loose in front, still poking for it. Somebody gets knocked down there in front of the net. They're standing over top of him, trying to help him up now. There's some good sportsmanship there as Popovic was down on the ice. And a Mustangs player helps him up. Castillo winning that one, but then it's tipped into the corner for the Mustangs. Ogden behind the net, feeding it up the boards, trying to break this out of their own zone. They put it back to center. And up the far side, it's deflected and taken away there by Popovic. Over to Castillo, back to Popovic. Not out there, and Fredette dumps it in. To Castillo in the corner. Fires that one all the way back out to the point. Lauber working his way in. Lauber still has it. Now the Mustangs take it away from him. Skating backwards is Popovic here. Kolcheski getting back into play. Lauber joining the party. Mustangs, another shot. Oh, that one's deflected, goes into the corner. Mustangs behind the back to Castillo. Loose puck picked up by Kolcheski, tipped it to a D partner and Lauber. Out to Fredette. And they clear the zone. That should be an offside. It's not. Turned and dumped all the way down into the Mustangs, and a little under 8 minutes left to play in this third period. Mustangs working away out of the zone here as the Warriors are changing up. Have some players in behind the D. Canterbury gets back on track. Blocker saved by Prokop. To Fredette, can't handle it, gives it away at center ice. Mustang shot, Canterbury with a block. Henry Canterbury getting that big body in front and gets deflected out to Castillo. Stick handling his way through. Castillo backhand deflected to Popovic. Pop dropping for Bevan, skating in around the net. And he another drop to Canterbury and a shot. Oh, he rifles that one wide. Out to Bevan, tipping it back in. Canterbury still working his way in deep. Out to Bevan. She steps into one, fires. It's blocked and deflected into the corner. Bodine back out there. Good to see him up and skating. He gets knocked down again and draws another penalty.
He's so shifty.
Shifty, crafty, however you want to call it. Going back on the... What? Why is Popovic going to the... Oh, I thought he was going to the bench. He was just going over to say hi to our great volunteer, David McGowan, in the box over there. Foster, Haviland, Bodine, Canterbury, and Bevan out there on this #1 power play unit. Haviland taking it from the faceoff. He gets shouldered off of it, but he continues to battle up against the boards. They're holding it tight. Mustangs trying to kill time off this clock as the Warriors fight to get it towards the net. Haviland comes out of the pile with it. Still kicking it through. He's behind the net. Mustangs turn it back the other way. Foster drops to Canterbury, who skates his way into the corner. Bodine drops out to the point as Canterbury circles. Oh, takes the shot. A deflection goes up over the net. Foster back out to Bodine. Barrett's got some time as he comes in. Oh, he tries to get a shot off, doesn't. And then Canterbury misses it, and he's got to come back. Oh, Henry Canterbury with a great defensive effort there as the shorthanded Mustangs tried to break away. Tipped up there, stolen by Haviland. He gets held up on the corner, but he still tips it in as he chases it down. Oh, he gets hooked and then he gives a hook. No call on either side. But the Mustangs come out shorthanded still. 26 seconds left on the power play here for your Warriors. As the Ogden Mustangs control it at center ice. They come in. Weber have it. Weber finds Haviland. He's got a one-on-one opportunity here. Haviland gets it knocked away as he tried to stick handle instead of skate. Player is out of the box, back to 5-on-5 after a successful kill here by the Mustangs. Castillo off the boards, over to Mustangs. To DeLue. Flips that one up to Castillo. Has Weber and Manick with him. Castillo coming up the right wing. Gets that one stripped away and then run around the boards there by the Mustangs with a final 5 minutes left to go here in this period. Still 7-3 for the Warriors. McGowan shovels it into the pile. Back out to McGowan. Feeds that one across to Castillo. DeLue in off the blue line. Fires one just wide. McGowan dumping it back into the corner. Foster gives chase. Out to the point. DeLue holding the blue line. Takes another shot. That one gets all the way through to the goaltender who handles it. Rebound comes out to Castillo. He claps one at the net. And the goalie finds it in his glove. And I find us getting to the 4-minute and 28-second mark of the third period. From his knees, Manick puts that one through the slot, jumps over Weber's stick, and the Mustangs pick it up. McGowan can't handle it at the blue line, but Castillo has it. Shoots one in, goalie didn't see it, but it went wide. Back to DeLue. Another shot, doesn't make it through, blocked by the Mustangs. They're now 2-on-2. Taken away there by the big blade of McGowan. Mustangs centering pass, shot. Oh! Flashing that one, Marty Brodeur style. Prokop coming up big, keeping this a 4-goal lead for your Warriors. Kolcheski and Lauber hanging out there. Burdette, Foster, and Manick come in, I guess. I can't see at all. Nope, Popovic. As he skates out from behind the ref. And does a little dance. Stretching his legs out. He wants one. He needs one. He deserves one this game. Foster won that back. Picked up by Kolcheski. Dropped it back behind for Lauber. Lauber doing his own magic in the corner, gets hammered up against the boards. Burdette comes out with it, gets it up to Popovic, and here he comes through center ice. Noah Popovic gaining the offensive zone, working his way through. Still controlling, knocked away, and picked up by the Mustangs. Foster centers to Burdette, back to Foster. Oh, off the pad of the goaltender and then picked up by the Mustangs. Lauber takes a penalty there, yeah. I was going to say that there's no question on that one.
No.
He doesn't question it either. He goes right to the box. That player gets up a little winded. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Lauber put a shoulder into him, and you can't do that until Bantam.
Yeah, that would have been clean next year.
Yeah, next year. I read up on that this morning. Bantam, you can start hitting. Actually, Jacob doesn't even go to Bantam next year, does he?
No.
He's in another year in Pee Wee. Oh, bad save there. Prokop kicking it back out to Haviland. Puts it off the boards and out. They're going to call that icing. They could have tagged up on that one, but they don't.
Yeah.
2 minutes and 58 seconds left to go. 1:19 left in the Lauber penalty.
Things have tightened up here in the third.
It has. No goals scored at all. We had a 7-goal barrage in the, is barrage a word?
Yes, barrage is a word.
Wow. Look at me go. I'm on fire. Making up words, and Prokop is on fire too, as he took that one off the mask of the chest. Either way, he keeps it out of the net. Shot in, deflected, loose, and Allen tucks in. That can't be. He hand knocked that down. He knocked it to himself. He hand passed that down to himself. It did. I'm going to give him that one. It did go off the stick. That's a power play goal for the Mustangs, and it's 7-4. And we got the score up there. Look at this professionalism coming from the OTT Sports Network Sunday morning at the Ice Ranch. 7-4, and the Mustangs want some more. They come in. Cannonberg behind his net. Haviland up to Castillo. Can't handle the hot pass. Back to Bodine. Dumps it back to Bevan. She finds Cannonberg. Henry Cannonberg coming across the blue line. Stick handling his way through. One too many. Dingles in that dangle. He loses it into the corner, but picks it right back up. Dropping it for Haviland. Working his way out. He gets that stripped off of him. Castillo stealing it away, or trying to. And then Haviland keeping it at the blue line. Can't get through the defenders, but Bodine taking it. And now here come the Mustangs, 2-on-1 against Bevan. They skate around. Unable to get a shot off as Castillo comes back, helps Bevan out on that play. And Bevan coming across center ice, has a couple with her. Bevan keeps skating this one through, stick handles, and a shot. Rebound is loose, and Castillo and Haviland can't find a yawning cage. Bodine back to Castillo. Shot blocked down by the goaltender. Bodine behind the net. Decides not to do the Michigan and puts it back into the corner where it's taken away by the Mustangs. Hoping that missing those two wide open shots isn't going to bite them in the butt. The Mustangs are forcing their way in. Final minute of play here in the third period. Bevan to Manick. Cole Manick can't clear this zone. The Mustangs keep it in. Blocked down. Can't tip it out. Haviland has it. Stick handling at the blue line and doesn't clear the zone. McGowan can't get it out. Mustangs backhand it into the corner. McGowan pushing himself up against the boards here right below us. Back out to the Mustangs. Come in, shoot. Prokop
right
sees it coming. Makes that save, 7-4. I'm not going to jinx it, but I think that they can't score 3 goals here in 32 seconds. I'm going to credit the Warriors for good play here and a successful victory as we're going to skate our way down to Florida, all heading out on Thursday. First game is going to be at ridiculous hours again. Friday morning, we're going to be playing in Boca Raton, Florida. I believe the time is 9:30 or 9:20 Eastern Standard Time. So for those of you that are sitting out in your yachts off the coast of Vancouver Island, you're going to be waking up extra early. That's 3 hours ahead of you. So kind of similar to this morning, except even more. We're looking forward to seeing everybody there. We got 2 games on Friday, 2 games on Saturday, and then fingers crossed we've got some finals to play on Sunday. Boca Raton, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
That's where they filmed the Golden Girls.
We're taking our talents to South Beach.
Some B. Arthur and some Estelle Getty for you.
I love it. Was it on, what movie was that? Airheads, when their ransom demand was naked pictures of B. Arthur. Not to make anybody sick this early in the morning, but just picture that as we wrap it up here at the Ice Ranch in Littleton, Colorado. Your Warriors coming up with a 7-4 victory over the Ogden Jr Mustangs. We're looking forward to seeing everybody in Miami. And until that time, take care of yourselves. Have a beautiful Superior Bowl Sunday. And I'm Harry Haviland alongside Sean Stewart signing out.